Chances are, if you clicked on this video, you're full-time traveling. Here's my bag. I've been traveling full-time now for 4 months. Let's get into what I bring.
Hi, I'm Taylor, a traveler and photographer from the Central Coast, California. Throughout my 20s and after college, I took every chance I could to travel and document my life as much as possible. Now I'm off on my biggest trip yet, a year-long journey to travel and photograph the world, taking you along with me one new adventure at a time.
Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor. Today we are going to be doing a what's in my travel carry-on bag. If you didn't know, I am on a journey to travel the world for a year. I have been on multiple backpacking or travel trips for long periods of time, and so I feel that I've kind of perfected my packing and what I want to bring and what I don't want to bring and things that I've prioritized over other things. So let's just dig right in and get going into my bag. It is packed and all ready to go, so I'm going to be showing you what the bag looks like right when I get into a hotel and everything that I've been carrying with me and using for the past 4 months of the trip already. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so what I love about this bag is that in the front part, there is a little zipper here. And if I just unzip it here, it is the perfect size for a little toiletry bag. So I always keep my toiletries in a quart-sized clear container just to make it really easy. And at the moment, it's actually not that stuffed. It has even just a little bit of room. But some of the standout things in here that I have been carrying, which I recommend. So I always bring with me sunscreen. This is the Nivea 50 SPF. This stuff is awesome. It's works for your body, and it also works really well for my face too. So I picked this up, I think when we were in Thailand, actually, in the islands, and it's lasted me still this long. So this is good stuff to always have sunscreen no matter what kind you're using. Also bug spray. This is also one I picked up in Thailand. It's just a little bottle. You just never know when there's going to be mosquitoes around, and this little bottle has a nice fragrance and it fits perfectly in here in my liquid container. So I keep that in there as well, but otherwise this is just the normal toiletries that you would expect to have, and I like that it just fits all in this little container. It keeps me contained, see? It keeps everything just kind of in its spot and in its location. So that's in this zipper here. I also have like a bunch of different keychains and stuff like that, but that just kind of slides in the side there. Let's go into now this pocket. It does have this mesh zip, and then it also has a laptop sleeve in here. So if you wanted, you could put a laptop in. So if we close this, let's now get into the big compartment right in here. Okay, so like I said, this is a 40-liter Osprey bag. It is a carry-on size. And what I love about this bag is that, like a lot of travel bags now, this bag opens up all the way open like this. So as I go like this, you'll see it just folds right out. And now I can see all of my contents here. So let me go ahead. I'll grab the camera, we'll flip it around, and I'll show you what's in the inside of my bag. Okay, so right when you open my bag, you see this is kind of how I have it all laid out. This is clothes, this is shoes, this is like outerwear, and then it also has this nice mesh zipper here. We'll start in this mesh part right here. First things first, I do have a hat. I like to carry just like a baseball cap in case like it's a travel day, or if I just don't feel like doing my hair that day. I can just pop this hat on and I'm good to go. I also have this hat as well, which is more of like a outdoorsy, if we were going to go on a hike or we're going to go like exercise. It folds in the middle here, and then it also has this part right here, which covers my neck, which is really good. I picked this one up at REI, and I quite like it a lot. I've had it for many years now. Nextly, glasses so I can see. Not too important there. I do have a pair of sunglasses, but they're over there right now. So, and then in here is where I keep some earrings as well as some bracelets and some jewelry. So this just rolls up nicely. And I picked this guy up at Amazon too. And I really recommend this kind because it takes up like no space at all. Travel pillow. This is super tiny. I love it. It inflates. You just, you can inflate it and deflate it, fold it back up. It's worked really well. I've used it a couple times and I like it so far. So that sits and lives right in there. Now let's go over this guy. This is just a Patagonia easy bag. I use this a lot for when I'm hiking, but it's worked really well for this trip also. If we unzip it from the top here, you'll see it's just a bunch of random stuff. I won't go into every little detail on this, but this is hair clips, my razor, brush, extra contacts live in here, extra razor heads live in there. I think I have a mirror in here. I also have my spoon. Here's a mirror, a spoon if I need it. So it's like all of those like bits and bobs that, you know, you can't be bothered with. Into the main component, the main piece of the bag here. This right here is my day sling. I love this thing. I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3 to film this video right now, and it fits really well into this bag. Has 3 zippers. So if I'm just like out and about and I'm walking, I quite like that I can just have this, and it's really easy. It carries everything. It carries this camera, and it's a really perfect sling. So I carry that one with me. And I also have 2 pairs of shoes. This is actually a new addition for me. I do always, of course, carry my flip-flops, but then I also have these white tennis shoes that I wear. They're a little more, I don't know, sporty. They're a little cooler. So I keep those ones in the side. But if we come on over here, I have, oh my goodness. Okay, but in here, I also have these New Balance tennis shoes that I also really love. And then these are also good walking shoes, but they're a little more fancy. Laundry bag is stuffed back in there. And then if we come into here, we'll see that we can see this is a packing cube and this is a packing cube. So let's go into those in a second. This is a microfiber towel. I've had this thing forever, like years and years and years, and I really like it. It comes with a towel as well as like a face towel, so it comes with 2. And it works really well. Just sometimes you don't have towels or the towel's not very clean, whatever the case may be when you're traveling. So this is really, really nice to have. And then this is a newer addition to my bag. It's a light down from Uniqlo. I love this thing a lot. It's great. Especially like if I'm out like in the morning when it's cool and then it warms up during the day, I can just throw this on. It's really easy to pack in here because it just stuffs against the wall of the bag. These here are just my pajamas. I just keep them off to the side in the bag because it's easier to, like when I check in, I just can grab them really quickly and no problem. Okay, I think let's go over now what is in my clothes. So my clothes started out when I first started traveling. I had a certain set of clothes. Over time, they have evolved and I've shifted what I've needed and what I haven't needed. I did invest recently into a set of compression packing cubes. So as you can see here, this one here is my clothes. I just keep all of my clothes condensed into this one medium-sized Eagle Creek packing cube. And then I keep my underwear as well. And so I uncompressed this one. So you can see it's all normal size. It just looks like a normal packing cube. But you can compress, you can pull the zipper, and now the packing cube will get significantly smaller. So I love these because my bag's 40 liters. And if I didn't have these compression packing cubes, I probably wouldn't have the option to have another pair of shoes or that down jacket because it would have taken up too much space. So this is a newer addition and I'm very, very, very much into it. Okay, so in here, in this packing cube, I keep all of my socks and underwear and bras and just normal stuff. I'm not gonna go through and show every little detail because that is boring, but bathing suits also in here. I don't keep like an extreme amount of anything, like when it comes to Underwear, I keep about a week's worth of underwear. I feel like anything else is too excessive. And a couple of bras, and I just leave it at that. For my clothes though, my clothes have had a shift over time just because of weather. So right now I've really been digging Uniqlo. We've been shopping there a lot. So I have a couple of shirts from Uniqlo. This one, this is my long sleeve shirt. It's cropped at the arms, which I like, and it's just really flowy and easy to put on. I always travel with this as well as a pair of jeans. And these jeans are from Levi, and I've had them since before the trip. Those as my long, heavier pant. I do keep like one nice button down. This gets quite wrinkly, but if I go out and walk, it unwrinkles. So I don't worry about that too much. If clothes get wrinkly, that doesn't really bother me. I do have this t-shirt. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 5 t-shirts in total. I have 1 black tank top, 1 dress, which is this one here, 1 pair of shorts, and then 1 more sporty style pant. These ones are Outdoor Voices. I love them. They're like a navy blue. They have this cinched waistband. They're really good, really nice. So I just have those in there. 1 fancier tank top that I picked up when I was in Thailand that I really, really like a lot. It's super, super wrinkly right now, but it's just like a purple striped tank top. And that's it. And I have no attachment towards any of these pieces because a lot of them are just plain. If there's anything I recommend, if you're going to be traveling for a long time or long term, don't pack your nicest clothes or the clothes that you really, really care about. I would recommend that you bring stuff that you don't mind if it gets dirty, or you don't mind if it's going to get broken or ripped or torn and you're going to have to throw it away. Because if you end up bringing your nicest stuff, you're going to be washing it so frequently, and then it'll probably go bad a lot quicker. So just bring stuff that is easy. Besides this white with the blue stripes, most of my clothing is black. It doesn't show any stains or any sweat, and you can just throw all black clothing together and you don't have to worry about the colors bleeding. So I highly recommend these packing cubes, or putting your stuff in a packing cube. I have since just decided I'm going to just invest in t-shirts, and then I can kind of accessorize from there. And so we'll get into how I do that, or how I accessorize here in a moment. Okay, so for accessorizing, there's a couple of things that I recommend for doing that and keeping it minimal with packing. The first thing is that if you have a pair of tennis shoes or shoes that you really like, but they just don't add much, or they don't add a lot of element to your clothing, get a fun pair of socks to add to it. I know it sounds so silly, but I've just recently purchased a couple pairs of socks that I wear with certain outfits, and they kind of match, or they tie pieces together, and I absolutely love it. For these shoes right here, I ended up getting a flowery silk style sock that I can add to these, and it really takes the look to that next level, or it makes it a little bit different for me without having to pack a whole new accessory. My second tip is that get something like this, a certain type of jewelry roll, or a soft padded roll. If we open this up here and we look at it, you will see that it opens up. It has different compartments where you can zip jewelry in. It has this roll if you wanted to put rings in it, and then multiple zippers here and here, as well as a pocket at the top. So this is a great piece of travel gear that I have purchased. It's kind of underrated, but it works so well for holding a lot of accessories and doing it in a very minimal space. So I recommend one of these guys. Also, something that I wanted to mention, packing for seasons, because when you pack for seasons, I feel like it gets a little bit more complicated and convoluted. So for me, I am always going to bring, no matter what season, unless I'm traveling like exclusively in the winter, I will always bring one pair of shorts, and I will also bring one pair of jeans, and I will also always bring a pair of flip-flops. And now my new addition is this packable down jacket. These are just like items that they don't take up a lot of space. They're very easy. The flip-flops I love because I can just use these in the shower, like as shower sandals if I need to. And so this works really good for both of those needs. When it comes to my clothes, I find that if I have too many options, I end up not necessarily being happy with what I'm wearing. Whereas if I have less options, I put on what I need to put on for the day. I go out and I make it work, and it's not a big deal. I don't even think about my clothes. And I spend less time like packing and focusing on everything if I just have less. So seasons I don't worry about too much, because as I feel I need it, then I will go out and get what I need. I'm not going to be packing it for when I need it. One, that day may never come, and then I'm just carrying something all the time that I never use when I could be maximizing that space for something that could be more helpful. I forgot to mention, I have this sweater. This is Uniqlo. It's just a black cotton style sweater. This is also something that I will carry with me no matter the season, because you just never know. Airplanes, trains, inside malls, they all have AC conditioning, and sometimes it can get cold. Like even if it is 100 degrees outside, sometimes you need to have a jacket in those AC conditions. So I always pack this, and I always either wear it on the travel days, or if I'm not going to wear it, I will strap it to the back of my bag and then pull it off whenever I get to the airplane or the bus station or the train station or whatever it may be. Okay, I made a note here of just some topics that I wanted to talk about. Backpack versus rolling luggage and my preference on that. This bag right here, this Osprey 40 liter, I have traveled with now for multiple long-term travel trips. I took it to Europe for 3 months. I've taken it on road trips, and I've also now taken it on this trip. I 100% for me recommend a backpack. And the reason for that is that I feel like I have more options with my hands. Like if I need to pull my phone out of my bag, or if I need to like do something and I need to grab something, or I need to buy a ticket, or I need to put a ticket in the machine, or I need to like open a door, I'm not restricted by my bag. It also is a limiter for me. Like I'm not going to be packing as much stuff because this is going on my back and I have to carry it on my back instead of just rolling it with my hand. So it also helps me like mentally to be like, okay, well, I don't know if I can fit that in my bag. Maybe I shouldn't buy that, or I shouldn't bring that with me. Okay, the last segment here I want to talk about is the 5 things that I will always travel with no matter what. And let me actually see if I can find my first one that I want to talk about. Voila. Okay. This is the first thing I want to talk about. It's talked about so many times. If you watch What's in My Travel Bags, I feel like this is like all the rage now, but it's so important. This is an Apple AirTag. I have 2 of them, one in the camera bag, one in the main bag. This is so important to have. When we were in Kuala Lumpur, we had to check our luggage because it was a little bit more than the weight for a carry-on through AirAsia. And so we had to check it. It's peace of mind if your luggage gets lost. This is just like, it's insurance for my bag. Okay, the second item that I will always pack with me, no matter what kind of trip I'm doing, is the microfiber towel. It doesn't matter if I'm staying at a 5-star hotel or if I'm staying in a hostel. These are just something that is so good to have, even if you don't need a towel for drying off your body after a shower. If you are going to the beach, this is handy. If you need a hand, like this one has a mini microfiber towel. If you need this you're like in a really warm climate, it's really humid, and you need like a handkerchief style of towel, this is super helpful. So just having a towel, or having something like a towel that dries quickly. I use this whenever we go to the beach or anywhere where I need to like dry off. It's just a good thing to have. Okay, another thing that I bought for this trip and I will always travel with from here on out is a collapsible water bottle. This is one from, I believe the brand is called Hydra Pack. We picked this up just on Amazon. This bottle is great because when it's full right now, but when it's empty, you just can fold it up and then it's like this big and it's perfect. This bottle, we also bought a filter to go with it. So when we're in countries where the drinking water is not safe, you can just pop this lid right in here and then you can drink the tap water safely. It's just something that I will always bring with me, no matter what kind of trip I do. Okay, the fourth item is an obvious item, but I mean, you have to have it. I will always bring a universal adapter. This is one I just got off of Amazon, and it's perfect. It works great. I've had no issues with it so far along the trip. I've had to use, I think, every single one of these ports. So this thing is very handy. I wouldn't have been able to charge my stuff without it. Okay, and the last item is a reusable or packable bag. This is a newer edition one. I really like it. It's by the brand Shupato, and it's super cool. As you can see, I'm unrolling it right now, but it rolls up into this tight little thing. It just slips right into a bag. Easy peasy. It folds out like this. This is the medium size, and then the strings on it come out like this, and then it basically is like a origami style bag. And here you have it. And I love this thing. It holds so much stuff. Okay, and I lied. I actually have one more. So bonus. A bonus item. Okay, this is the sixth item, but this one is actually really good. It's a bonus item, but it's actually not really a bonus. This is a power bank. This one is massive, but it is a beast of a charger. Yeah, this is a 20K Power Watt by Belkin. It's the Belkin Boost Charge. This thing is so good. It has 2 USBs, 1 USB-C ports, and I mean, the battery has never died on me. It's at 3 right now, and I have charged my phone. I've charged batteries off of it. I mean, it lasts forever. And it's just so good if you need it in a pinch, or if you're on like any sort of transportation and you are starting to lose your charge. You just can pop this guy out and recharge all of your stuff. So I would never travel without a portable charger. To me, it's an essential. Okay, I think that sums it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know if you have any feedback. What do you pack with you when you travel, whether that's for a shorter trip or a long trip? I'd love to hear what other people bring and what their top items are. So please let me know down below. But I think that's going to be it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh my God, after filming this video, I have to clean up. Look at everything over there. Oh my God, it's a mess in here. This is the stuff. Crazy.